felt this wave of sadness. You're not good enough. I'm just like a shell, and I can't live like that anymore. This was me in May 2024. At that time, I had been job hunting for months, and I kept telling myself all I need is a job. Once I land one, I'll be fine. And then this is also me a few months into the new job. Still crying. Pretty ironic, right? So here's the story of how a counselor, someone trained to help others navigate their mental health, almost lost grip on her own. It was late 2023. I had just finished my master's and I was ready for the world, but I heard that the job market was rough, so I was mentally prepared that it would take a while. I wasn't that stressed at first. Fast forward to March 2024, still unemployed, starting to get a little bit anxious, but not because of the rejections. Instead, there weren't many roles that I genuinely wanted. And I didn't spend so much time and effort just to get any job. I didn't want to settle for less. By June, things started crumbling inside. Self-doubt, anxiety, restlessness. You know that feeling where you're just stuck? When another offer came along, a job that I was sort of interested in and aligns with my background, I took it. I desperately want to move forward. Any kind of direction is better than standing still. And here comes July. New job, new chapter. I was hopeful again. I worked super hard, like the last person in the office kind of hard. And I guess a part of me just wanted to catch up after all those months of gap. But by September, something started to crack. This wasn't burnout from overwork. It was something else. It was a misalignment. And turns out the job was just a misfit. And worse, it brought a lot of internal issues to the surface. Perfectionism, overthinking, you know that voice that keeps telling you you're not good enough? You'll think being a counselor, I'll know how to cope. But then when the client and the counselor lives in the same head, it's just chaos. I remember this one day, I was on the bus heading home from work. I was just scrolling on TikTok, nothing emotional, and out of nowhere, I felt this wave of sadness. I really wanted to cry. And that's when I realized something's not right. And honestly, I felt scared. The low moods weren't occasional anymore, it became constant. I was also physically very tired all the time. I would come home and crash straight to bed. Smiling felt forced, and there was just no meaning and purpose in my life. I didn't feel alive. By November, I couldn't deny it anymore. I asked myself, is this how I want to live for the rest of my life? And thanks to my background, I knew help was necessary, so I went for counseling without any hesitation. And because I also felt very lost in terms of career, I also signed up for career coaching. Week by week, things started to shift. Not magically, not dramatically, but enough for the fog to start lifting. And here comes February 7th, and it's my birthday! I gave myself the best birthday gift. I resigned. No job lined up, no safety net. And that day, I chose myself. This decision wasn't easy. One reason being I was worried how it would affect my resume, the fear of being labeled as a job hopper. Another main reason being family. Growing up in a traditional Asian family, leaving a job because you are unhappy is immature. Leaving a job without something lined up is a huge no-no. I was basically bound by all these family and societal expectations. But something changed that week. Maybe they saw how much I changed. I wasn't myself anymore. I'm just like a shell of who I used to be. So when I casually brought this topic up again, they surprisingly didn't shut me down. And the day that I submitted my resignation, the world felt colorful again. I'm going to pause the story here. And you might be wondering, so are you happy now? And the truth is, I don't know. I don't know what happiness feels like anymore. especially after all these burnout and all these tough times. It's like I'm numb. I don't know what to feel, how to feel. But I do know what it feels like to be numb, to wake up and feel nothing. Smile on the outside, but something quietly breaks in the inside. And I can't live like that anymore. That's why I'm starting Project Happiness. A raw, honest, probably very messy attempt to try to find my way back to feeling something real again. I don't have a roadmap. I don't know how long it will take. I don't even know if I will ever get there. But I have to try. I want to feel alive again. I want to feel me again. And if you're also figuring things out, then hey, you're not alone. Welcome to Project Happiness. Let's see where this goes.